Hey guys, what's going on? Happy Wednesday. Here we are midweek. It's one of the days where I feel we can reflect the most. After it's all said and done, right? We start thinking about our children, we start thinking about our families, and we have to ask ourselves, like, what are we working on? What are we working towards? And why? Right? I was watching I think it was Dr. Phil and Donald Trump talking, and Dr. Phil asked Trump a very important question. He says, I understand um, that you love your country and you want what's best for the country and things like that. He goes, but why subject yourself to so much ridicule, so much anger, so much fear? Like, why put yourself in a presidential role? Why do that, right? You don't need the money, right? You're a billionaire. You have tons of success. Why put yourself to such scrutiny? And Trump said something that was, it was interesting. He talked about how, you know, when he was in office, he had the best economy. He had, all these accolades, right? All these things that he helped the country do. And I thought about that, right? Not getting into politics because that's not my thing, but just looking at a person as a human being, right? And seeing, okay, why put yourself through so much when you can walk away and nobody will bother you, right? And I think the biggest answer for me is making a difference, right? I think to most of us as human beings, we want to make a difference. We want to give value, right? Just taking from the world is not enough, right? Especially if you're in a position like he is. Very successful, have done great things in business, like all that stuff. And again, never mind what he's done as in regards to sin and character, like that is not part of this conversation. I'm just saying, why put yourself in such pain or resistance? And that's the key right there. It's that value that you want to give. And I think for us, here it is Wednesday. There's a lot going on in the world. We all have things that we're dealing with, and we must ask ourselves why. Why am I doing what I'm doing? And then I talked to a coworker of mine, and we were just talking, and it's just great, especially when you're going through tough times, to talk to people, and to see their perspective on stuff, and just listen. It's a great gift. Okay, especially when you're ready for that, and I think that I'm ready for that now. I'm going, talking to a lot of people. But anyways, I was talking to him, and I was telling him about my career, and going through computers and going through all kinds of different things in my life, and choosing where I'm at now as I wouldn't say the final straw, but it certainly is an asset that I plan on having forever. And and it wasn't the reason of financials that was the goal, right? It was the feeling of importance and in value and in significance, right? And being able to give that to other people and to find where you can add value into their life, because that's what fulfills me. And so on this Work Wednesday, I want to remind us to ask that question, right? Why? Why am I doing what I'm doing? Is it serving at a higher level, right? Is it giving of others? Is it making a difference? Is it making a change? All those things. Because that's the fulfillment of life. That's the part that I've been thinking about so much lately, is doing what we do and why we do it. And I've said that before, and I've thought about it before, but it hasn't made as much sense as it does now. Just thinking about my mom and how she, no matter what decision she made, at the base and the foundation of her love for my brothers and I, from mom, she did the best she could, and here I am because of that, right? And that's what it's about, leaving that legacy, leaving that value with those who can carry the torch on after you. And it's so important, no matter what age, to think about that. Like, what are we leaving behind? What are we allowing for others to pick up and continue? Because that is a legacy. That is something that will go on forever. It's not about what we ultimately take away. It's what we actually plant, grow, and teach to continue to spread. Okay? And yeah, guys, again, every day is a better day. So I thank you guys. And, as we work through this together, all of us go through things. I want to say thank you again for continuing to support my family and I as we're going through this. And, again, giving value, leaving breadcrumbs, and just squeezing all of the juice out of all the emotions and things that I feel to find the silver lining of greatness with every lesson so that we can be better at the end of the day, right? Grow and develop and be our best. So I love you guys. Have a great Wednesday, and we'll talk soon. Take care. Peace.